What is up, fellow Cybertronians? Welcome back to the Ian01 channel. My name is Ian, and today we have another Transformers ONE review, another Optimus Prime figure. Well, Optimus Prime, Orion Pax. Anyway, let's take a look at the packaging. This is a mainline version of Optimus Prime. It does pretty much about the same thing as the Studio Series version, but just a different sculpt. Okay. So let's get this guy out of the box and see what he looks like. So here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and yeah, the robot mode looks kind of sleek. I do kind of like it. Aside from the gaps in the arms here, everything else is kind of clean. Nothing at the back, nothing much in the front. His axe kind of sucks though. I prefer the translucent plastic for the axe, because this blue is very ugly. I mean, just look at that. It's horribly painted. It's like thick paint just slobbered all over the axe. And yeah, I do think it's kind of ugly. So he is kind of cool. He has, you know, all the bells and whistles that you would want from a deluxe class. Only thing is, you know, unlike the Studio Series version, this guy doesn't have ankle pivot. This guy does not have any wrist rotation. Yeah, so no ankle pivot, no wrist rotation. His arms can bend in, but it's for transformation purposes. He also has a matrix of leadership, but it's located in a weird position, and I don't know if you realize this, but it's not a full matrix. This is Optimus Prime holding the matrix, and it is kind of cool for a deluxe class to have the matrix, but then, you know, I do see the parts where it is not the complete matrix. It's broken off due to the way that he holds the matrix, but I would still say it's kind of cool, because the way he is going to grip onto it is he's going to have to use both sides. So it's kind of weird, but well, anything extra on a deluxe figure is a plus. He does also have a very very neat weapon storage for the axe at the back of him. So that's good, I guess. I always like weapon storage for my figures, especially deluxe class figures. So overall, I think yeah, it's okay for a deluxe class, until, which is the worst part for me, is until you compare it with the Studio Series version. So let me bring that guy in, and what the hell, man? Just look at the size difference. I can't believe that both of these guys are deluxe class figures, because my god, the mainline version is absolutely tiny. Just look at the difference. How is it that these two are deluxe class figures? This guy has matrix, translucent windows on the chest, translucent axe, wrist rotation, ankle pivot, crouch plate, and everything, and this guy has none of that, and they are supposed to be the same price. Now I know mainline figures are always the you know, the way Hasbro treat the mainline figures is like cheap cash grab. You know, they're meant for kids and not exactly for collectors, but you can't price them the same if their quality is just not the same. I mean, I feel like it's a very dishonest practice, in my opinion. And if you want to talk about pricing, because the mainline figures I had to get from a Toys R Us, and this guy I can get for the Studio Series version I get from a local hobby store. This guy is more expensive than this guy by like 20 Malaysian ringgit. So if you're not from Malaysia, that 20 ringgit Malaysian can get me a large value meal at McDonald's. So that's the difference between both of these guys. This guy is smaller and costs more. That is insane. I have not taken a look at the other Transformers ONE mainline figures yet, but at this point, I would definitely recommend not to get any of them. They are a waste of money. Stick to the Studio Series version. So, if I were to judge this guy just based on the robot mode and without any comparison itself, I think it's a solid 7. It looks good, but it looks good and all, but the size is just too small. That makes all the details just really lacking. The shape looks good, the stature looks good, but the details just aren't there. Couldn't even give me some translucent plastic for the chest. Definitely disappointing, but still an Optimus Prime figure. Give it like a 7 out of 10. Okay, so that's it for the robot mode. Let's transform this guy into his vehicle mode. So here we have the vehicle mode, and it looks okay. It looks very plastic, but I do like that it is very solid. Everything is pegged into place. You can still see the arms over here, which is atrocious, but the Studio Series version didn't do much better. At least there are no gaps. The legs don't look that bad, although you can technically still see them, but at least they did some sort of transformation. The X pegs in there kind of nicely, and yeah, the vehicle mode is average, I guess. Somehow still does not capture the image of what we see in the box art or even the movie. I mean, the side by side look, even the colors are different. So, well, it's pretty average, I guess. We'll give it a 7 as well. 7 out of 10 for its vehicle mode. Okay, so overall, yeah, robot mode 7, vehicle mode 7. So I guess this figure is a 7 out of 10 for me. I mean, it's not a bad figure for a deluxe class, but just the fact that it costs the same price as the Studio Series version is really bumming me out, because the quality wise it's definitely not equal. And yeah, I mean, if you ignore the size of the figure, I think he still does pull off the Optimus Prime look very well. I just wish that these were translucent. The paint job is kind of makes it look kind of cheap. Yeah, I think that's about it for this review. This figure is average. I would not buy any other mainline Transformers ONE mainline figures until you have done your research, or if it's something you really want to get, because quality wise I don't think it's worth the money. And the only reason why I got this guy is because I'm an Optimus Prime collector. And yeah, that's about it for me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe and all that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!